Hello YouTube and newsletter subscribers. This is Terrell from Terrell03.com, and today is Friday, June the 13th, 2014. And this is a troubling story that's emerging. And with all the other scandals of the Obama administration, this one is being overlooked just a little bit. And what I would like to do in this video is to help people to see the big picture of what's really going on here. So right now, and they're acting like this just started happening yesterday, but this has been going on in its current form for about the last year. We're talking about more than 100,000 of these minors that are illegal aliens that are coming across the border. What they're doing in South America is they are telling people to come here because of the bad policy of the Obama administration. And I can't blame Obama. He's an illegal alien himself. I can't blame Obama because he is an illegal alien. And just look around, look what he's doing with our veterans. He's known about that problem for a long time. Look what's happening with the trade of the 5 generals that are being shipped back over into the war in the Middle East for one deserter. Why? What the hell's going on here? Well, ISIS is growing over there. That is the Islamic State that is bulging right now. They're getting ready to take over Baghdad. Bad policy. Taking all the Americans out of there, just it left no defensible position for the people in power. And it's more evidence that we never should have gone in there in the first place. Saddam Hussein could have handled that crisis, but Obama is not going to. And what we're doing is creating a vacuum. This vacuum here is created along the border. And, you know, illegal women and kids swarm USA in Mexico after home. What this requires is bribery throughout the entire Mexican system to get from South America through Mexico. These mules are bribing the officials. And but you say, well, the corruption's in Mexico. No, the corruption is not only in Mexico, it's in your congressman. Your congressman, it's the cheap labor coming across the border that is required to keep your wages down. That's why there's such a big disparity between the rich and the poor, and it's getting worse. The middle class is being destroyed, and one way is by pumping a steady flow of cheap labor into the system. Worker displacement. Whenever one worker is displaced, that worker goes and displaces another worker. It displaces another worker in a chain reaction. Whenever you include millions and millions of illegals in the country, worker displacement is rampant everywhere. And why should an American hire you when he can hire an illegal alien? Okay, so what I want to do is, this is the text. First of all, we're looking at the Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986. This was 5 years in the making. Many illegal aliens were given legal status here because of this law that was passed under the condition that we never do this again. But what now what's going on is none of these laws are being enforced. None of them are being enforced. It's not just bad policy by the Obama administration. This is a deliberate and controlled demolition of our country. Any country that does not recognize its own borders is going to be invaded by everybody else. Now the back door is wide open. Everybody can just come here. Let's get this is what's happening right now. All these people are illegal, and they're just marching across the border. They're turning themselves over to the Border Patrol instead of, well, some of them are running away, but these people right here are running to the Border Patrol. That's now become a welcome wagon service. ICE is a welcome wagon service. They are trying to help these people join their illegal alien families that are here illegally in our country, which is crazy. How many of these people have measles? How many of these people have MRSA? How many of these people have diseases? Does anybody know? No, this is crazy. This is crazy, crazy, crazy what's going on here. But what I want to do is look at some of the text, the criminal penalties. This is actually reading from the Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986. This is the law of the land right now. This is under the criminal penalty section. Any person who, knowing that a person is an alien, brings to or attempts to bring to the United States in any manner whatsoever such a person at a place other than a designated port of entry or place other than as assigned by the Commissioner, regardless of whether such alien has received prior official authorization to come to, enter, or reside in the United States, and regardless of any future official action which may be taken with respect to such an alien. This is the law is a little bit difficult to wrap your head around. It has many different sections. So now let's go to part B. Knowing or in reckless disregard for the fact that an alien has come to, entered, or remains in the United States in violation of the law, transports or moves or attempts to transport or move such an alien within the United States by means of transportation or otherwise in furtherance of such violation of the law, knowing, number C here, knowing or in reckless disregard of the fact that an alien has come to, entered, or remains in the United States in violation of the law, conceals, harbors, or shields from detection, or attempts to conceal or harbor or shield from detection such alien in any place, including any building or any means of transportation. Or, does anybody see a problem yet? These illegals are being transported by chartered airline by the federal government to all points in the United States. You're not allowed to transport an illegal that's here illegally in any way, shape, or form. This person must go through the law, the rule of law, and become documented in order to even qualify to be moved around inside of our country. Number D, encourages or induces an alien to come to, enter, or reside in the United States knowing or in reckless disregard of the fact that such coming to, entry, or residence is or will be in violation of the law. Now, what we're doing with bad policy, not what I'm doing or what you're doing, but what the Obama administration is doing, is the policy is in direct violation of the rule of law. So this section D right here, Obama is in clear violation of the law. He is committing a felony by allowing one of these people to come here. Because of his bad policy, people are flooding across the border. Okay, so he is encouraging and inducing illegal aliens to come to, enter, and to reside directly contrary to the rule of law. Let's look down here at number 11. Be fined in accordance with Title 18 United States Code and imprisoned not more than 5 years or both for each alien. I'm missing some of this document. In respect to, see the words missing there, to any violation of this subsection. Any person who knowingly or in reckless disregard of the fact that an alien has not received prior official authorization to come or reside in the United States brings to, you see, the point here is that the reason that you're seeing people that are apparently not taken care of in these people piled together, not giving what, the ability to take a shower and things like that, the reason is because assisting an illegal alien in this country by harboring them, which is exactly what's happening, and feeding them, which is exactly what's happening, and cleaning them, and these are providing benefits to people that are here illegal in direct defiance of the rule of law. That's why you're seeing people that apparently aren't being taken care of because, well, the lawyers that are among us know what this means. They know that the federal government is breaking the law. These are impeachable offenses of the Commander-in-Chief sworn to defend our Constitution and the rule of law. That's what this is all about. This is a reoccurring theme with Fast and Furious. Holder is in contempt of court. When the Attorney General is in contempt of court, then Congress needs to get him out of office. Period. Whenever these VA people or the Internal Revenue, the IRS people, whenever they come before Congress and they're clearly violating the law and they're in contempt of Congress, they need to be held in contempt and they need to be put into jail right away, removed from office, and somebody put in there that's going to do their job. So the problem here is, of course, Obama and the administration, ICE, and the people that are now becoming a welcome wagon for illegals all to come from anywhere. All right? So check this out. The people that we just traded for the trader to the United States, those guys can come over the southern border with a kid and be placed using false documentation, and nobody is ever going to know. The Nobody's going to ask any questions, which is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to give the link here, and you guys can continue reading. But what these articles do, these provisions, is they put people in just like Obama, just like the people working for the Border Patrol. The Border Patrol is not allowed to harbor illegal aliens and transport them. They're supposed to be deported outside the country, not moved around inside the country. Right now in the United States, murderers, rapists, thieves, illegal aliens that aren't even supposed to be here are being released onto the streets. That's what's happening right now, all in direct violation of the Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986. Now, these provisions have to be enforced at the workplace, not the border. This is not a border thing. This is a workplace thing. There's all kinds of information in here on the law of how illegal documentation is supposed to be tracked down. And for each offense, people that create the illegal documentation are guilty of a 5-year felony. Anyone helping an illegal gain the appearance of legal working status is guilty of a 5-year felony. Anybody hiring an illegal alien is guilty of a felony. And this is routine practice. The biggest employer of illegal aliens in the United States is the U.S. federal government, displacing American workers from these higher paying jobs in the working sector. The whole thing is injustice. The whole thing is part of the destruction of the United States between the guest worker programs, the NAFTA-like treaties, destroying the manufacturing base here in the United States. The fact that that the federal government and now the Border Patrol and ICE are now working 100% against the provisions of the rule of law tells you that we are in a constitutional crisis here. But rather than focus on the children, the poor children, no, we need to look at what causes this problem. Because if $2 billion, first of all, if Congress approves $2 billion to go to benefit these illegal aliens, they are breaking the law. The provisions of the Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986 are being violated, and you're kicking the back door open for not just Mexicans to come across the border, or the people from Central America or South America to come across the border, but for everybody in the world to come here. Because they feel like that eventually the door's got to close. How many of the billions of people are we just going to allow to come in? How many? What's the number? Because they're flooding across by tens of thousands right now, all the time. What's the number? The liberals that are here that are destroying this country, how many millions and millions and millions of these people are going to waltz across the border? Where are you going to get the money to provide them everything that they need? Everybody gets a food stamp card, everybody gets welfare, everybody gets health care, everybody. Where do you draw the line here? What's happening is the crisis is going to destroy America. And people are not even beginning to ask the right questions. My opinion is you take every one of these people, if you're going to transport them illegally anyway, which is what you're doing, Border Patrol and ICE, then take them to the White House. Dump them out on the White House lawn and let Obama deal with them. They are breaking federal law. And remember, every sheriff in every county in the United States is responsible for enforcing all the laws, federal, state, and local. The difference is only who that the perpetrators are turned over to. The sheriff should be rounding up every illegal alien in your county and delivering them to the feds. Every single one of them. Everybody that breaks state law, delivered to the state. But the idea that the sheriffs are just looking the other way and illegal aliens are taking jobs from Americans everywhere, in every county across the United States. The sheriffs aren't doing their job. The state's not. The governors are using these illegal aliens to create an illegal alien labor pool. Americans are being displaced from jobs. That's why 50 million Americans are on food stamps. And if somebody doesn't do something to turn this around, then you can just kiss the country goodbye. Because just the disease part is going to destroy the country, much less driving up the debt and destroying us from the inside out. So anyway, these are my rants today on the illegal alien problem. There's no such thing as an illegal immigrant. Immigrants come here legally. See you guys next time.